Good evening and welcome to Thursday's edition of the Regional News. I am Antonio Dey. Starting off with news in the Caribbean. People across the Northern Caribbean are beginning to dig out from the destruction of the Hurricane Melissa as deaths from the catastrophic storm climbed to at least 28 across Haiti, Jamaica and the Dominican Republic, with Haiti reporting most of those fatalities. On Thursday, Melissa was moving away from the Bahamas and had turned toward Bermuda, which is expected to pass later in the day, according to the National Hurricane Center. In Jamaica, the rumble of large machinery, whining of chainsaws and chopping of machetes echoed throughout the southeast as the government workers and residents began clearing roads in a push to reach isolated communities that sustained a direct hit from one of the most powerful Atlantic storms on record. Stunned residents wandered about, some staring at their roofless homes and waterlogged belongings strewn along them. Continuing with news in the region. The Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean, ECLAC, has updated its growth projections for the region, estimating that gross domestic product will rise 2.4% this year and slightly reduce to 2.3% next year. The new estimate for the 2025 represents an upward revision for 2.2% forecast in the Economic Survey of Latin America and the Caribbean 2025, published on August 5. This is the second upward revision since April, when the outlook for regional growth was 2%, and ECLAC said, with this update, the expectation for regional growth is identical to the figure presented in December 2024 of 2.4%. And finally, with some international news. U.S. President Donald Trump on Thursday said that he'd agree with President Xi Jinping to trim tariffs on China in exchange for Beijing cracking down on the illicit fentanyl trade, resuming U.S. soybean purchases and keeping rare earths exports flowing. Trump's face-to-face talk with Xi Jinping in the South Korean city of Busan, their first since 2019, marked the finale of a whirlwind Asia trip on which he also touted trade breakthroughs with South Korea, Japan, and Southeast Asian nations. It was an amazing meeting, Trump told reporters aboard Air Force One shortly after he left South Korea, ranking the talks a 12 out of 10. Trump said tariffs on Chinese imports would be cut to 47% from 57%, by halving to 10% the rate of tariffs related to trade in fentanyl precursor drugs. Xi will work very hard to stop the flow of fentanyl, a deadly synthetic opioid that is the leading cause of American overdose deaths, Trump said. Thanks for watching. I'm Antonio Dey. Goodbye for now and be safe.